In this video, I'll guide you through how to insert and place an image in your document using the place command. We'll go step by step so you understand not only what to click, but also what each action actually does and how to keep your image looking clean and professional once it's in your layout. To start, go up to the File menu at the top of your screen and choose Place. If you prefer shortcuts, you can press Ctrl+D on Windows or Command+D on a Mac. This is the standard way to bring external images into your document, and using Place instead of copy and paste helps keep your file organized and linked to the original image. Once you've chosen Place, a dialog box will open. This is where you select the image file you want to insert. Take a moment here to make sure you're choosing the correct file and the right version, especially if you have multiple exports or edits of the same image. You can usually preview the file in this dialog, which is helpful to double check before you commit. When you've found the image you want, click Open. After you do this, you'll notice your cursor changes to what's often called a loaded graphics icon. That simply means the image is now ready to be dropped into your document. You haven't placed it yet, you're just holding it, so to speak, waiting to decide exactly where and how it should appear. At this point, you have two main options for placing the image. First, if you want to keep the image at its original size, just move your cursor to where you want it and click once. The image will appear at its native dimensions, which is useful if you know the resolution is correct for print or screen and you want to preserve that. Your second option is to click and drag instead of just clicking once. When you click and drag, you're drawing a frame. As you drag, you're deciding both the size and the proportions of that frame, and the image will scale as it's placed inside it. This is a great way to quickly fit an image into a specific area of your layout without having to resize it afterward. Once the image is on the page, you'll usually want to fine-tune its position. To do that, switch to the Selection tool. This is the basic arrow tool that lets you grab the image frame and move it around on the page. With the Selection tool active, you can click and drag the frame to reposition it, or drag the handles around the edges and corners to resize the frame itself. Now, resizing the frame and resizing the image inside it are not always the same thing, which is where fitting options come in. Go to the object menu at the top, then down to fitting. Here you'll see several choices that control how the image sits inside its frame. For example, fill frame proportionally will scale the image so the frame is completely filled, which might crop parts of the image but avoids empty space. Fit content to frame will force the entire image to fit inside the frame, which can introduce empty areas if the proportions don't match, but you'll see the whole image. Experiment with these fitting options until your image looks the way you want. With these steps, you can confidently place